Good morning, folks. I'm a little bit late today because I've been doing, we got the storm coming in, so I've been doing the last preparations before the storm hits, making sure that I've got water on hand for the animals, going and topping off my pickup, topping off my gas cans for my generators, topping off my solar generators. Uh, so we've been doing that this morning. And so if you haven't thought of it, and if you still have time and you're ahead of the storm, you really need to do that, okay? Just basic preparations, right? Uh, taking the trash out, making sure all the trash is out of the house. Uh, just making sure you got kerosene if you're using a kerosene heater, making sure you got propane if you're using propane, making sure you got backup power if you need it, right? But the main thing is make sure that you have a way to stay warm and that you have food and water for at least a couple days, okay? I say a couple days because this storm is no joke. All right, I'm just going to tell you uh, some of what I'm seeing uh, online. This storm is no joke. If you don't have to go out once this storm hits your area, don't. Don't. Okay? I understand emergencies happen, uh, but if you can hunker down, hunker down. Okay? If you have elderly around you that if the power goes out, they have no power, please check on them. Um, don't play with the storm, folks. Okay? Uh, don't go outside without being properly geared for going outside. I live here on the coast, and it says the temperature is 29, but the wind chill's -6. Cold. Okay? If you have animals outside, please check on them. Please make sure they got fresh water. It's not frozen. Okay? Make sure they got good feed. They got a place to go to get warm. Just the basics, folks. Y'all been through these storms before. You know what to do. So I'm not telling you anything you don't know what to do. I'm just reiterating to you common sense, right? Common sense, if you have to run your generator, don't do it inside the house. Okay? Make sure that the exhaust is pointed away from the house. Okay? If you do have like kerosene heaters or propane heaters, please have carbon monoxide detectors in your house. Please have fire extinguishers in your house. Okay? Uh, but like I said, if you don't have to go out for any reason, don't. Um, some of us are lucky that we've got a couple more hours before the storm hits our area, but it is brutally, brutally cold right in front of the storm. So when the storm hits, it's going to be a lot of ice, it's going to be a lot of snow, right? And I'm more concerned about the ice than the snow. The ice is going to take down power lines, it's going to take down trees, it's going to knock power out for a lot of areas. And God bless our linemen, but they can't be everywhere all the time, right? So take care of your folks, take care of yourself, take care of your family. If you do need to get out, make sure you have your bug out bag with warm clothing and some way to stay warm if you have to bug out due to an emergency. Okay? Um, but don't go out if you don't have to. Okay? That's just common common sense. Okay? And if you have, like I do, the possibility of it freezing, drip your pipes, right? So you put a little slow drip on your faucets, and this helps keep your pipes from freezing. It's not going to be perfect, but it's helpful, right? Um, if you get stuck to where you have no power and you have very limited resources for heat, some of the old tricks we used to do is put a blanket over your windows, put plastic over your windows, roll an old towel up underneath your doors as to keep the draft from coming in underneath the doors. Uh, Stay in one room, keep one room warm. Don't try and heat the whole house, right? Just do one room. And if you have kids, you can make this into like a camping thing, with sleeping bags in the living room and, and all that, right? But we'll see you on the other side. And to my truckers out there, if you don't have to drive, don't. A lot of the highways are closed. Uh, I know yesterday I-81 was like a whiteout. Okay. A lot of Pennsylvania, so whiteout. A lot of I-40, so whiteout. Don't go if you don't have to. Okay. Better the load be late than you dead on the side of the road. Bicycle.